Hey guys, it's Catherine Morgan here and welcome to my YouTube channel. Now this channel is here to bring you short but powerful videos to help you to navigate both the emotional side of money, our relationship with money, and the practical steps to help you to reduce financial anxiety and become more financially empowered to deserve wealth, grow wealth, and create wealth. My name's Catherine and I'm a qualified financial planner and international multi-award winning financial coach. That's a bit of a mouthful. So welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Make sure that you hit the like and subscribe button and do leave me a comment below and let me know what was your biggest takeaway from listening to this video. Speak to you soon. It's not about the money. Talking about money is easy, right? Just this morning, I was chatting to my two boys about money, counting the pennies from their piggy bank jars. Do you remember those? In fact, we also talked about the way that eBay works after having a particularly frustrating day homeschooling, but the starting bids for a 6-year-old weren't particularly appealing. But talking about money secrets, not so easy. Now, did you know that the average person, wait for it, has 13 money secrets? 13, isn't that nuts? And psychologists have found that these secrets can lead to poor focus, heightened anxiety, sadness, worry, and deep-rooted shame. That's not good. But these secrets are actually the relationship that we have with ourselves. It's not about the money. Sharing these secrets can be incredibly powerful. So today, I'm going to share one with you. Something that I have never told anyone. It's about a young girl, aged just 13. And in May of 1994, this little girl walked into her dark, gloomy classroom to collect her jacket as the dark clouds began to loom in the sky. And on her way, she noticed something on the wall. Somebody had written on her piece of work that was pinned to the pinboard. And as she walked closer and closer, she noticed 2 words marked in thick black marker pen: dog breath. She tried to remove it, but they were permanent, unremovable. And as she ran out of the classroom and towards the bathroom to wipe away her tears, she was fronted by the bully. Her name was Katie. Katie pushed the little girl into the playground where a group of older girls were waiting for her. The ringleader began to push her across a circle, from side to side, side to side. They ripped open her school bag, her sandwiches falling to the ground that she'd not yet eaten. The bully picked up her bottle of squash and poured it all over the girl's head. The thick, sweet odour consuming the young girl's thick, long brown hair. They chanted, dog breath, over and over until the sound of the rattly old school bell rang. She was saved. That afternoon, the little girl ran home, avoiding the school bus journey that she normally took. She didn't tell a soul. It became her secret, the first of many. She was not worthy. She was not good enough. She continued to hide away. It's not about the money. But it wasn't enough to just hide away. This little girl stopped eating because maybe then the toothpaste that she'd used every single morning would hide that dog breath, or so she believed. She hid her food, and for years and years, food became the enemy, the bully, a way for her to hide her shame. Money was used to buy more clothes to hide this shame, and at the age of 22, this young girl became a financial advisor, helping others with their money. But the shame was too much. She secretly overspent every single month. Living in debt became comfortable, a comfort blanket, and she blew and blew her budget down. It's not about the money. £10,000, £20,000, £30,000, until one day she realised, as she sat 10 years later on her little red couch in Jersey, surrounded by clothes that she'd been hoarding for years, that it was time to let go of the shame, time to let go of the bully. Money was never going to give her the happiness that she desperately sought, because it was never about the money. She just wanted to be loved, to feel loved. Think about the last client that walked into your office. Is there a possibility that this client has their own story to tell? A money secret, perhaps, that has hurt them, that perhaps is affecting how they behave with money today? Because their stories, as we've spoken about today, can reveal so much. They reveal patterns and deeper hidden meanings about our lives, the things that matter the most. Think about the stories that we could share about our own money secrets, our buying habits. Maybe you have one. The recent guitar we purchased in lockdown to feel creative. The seeds that we planted in our gardens to feel joy and life. Because what we spend is what we value. What we save is what we seek. And what we give is what we long for. What we yearn for is what we want to be, who we want to be, our being, our well-being. And so for me, financial well-being is about how we can help our clients and ourselves to discover who they are, what it is that they value, what are they seeking, what are they longing for. It's not about the money. Money is not rational, it's emotional. We don't always do what we know that we should be doing, right? Because we're human after all. We're not financial advisors, we are human. We make mistakes. These money behaviors and stories become shame, judgment, guilt, fear of not having enough, fear of not looking stupid, fear of being exposed, fear of being bullied. It's not about the money. When we feel these emotions around money, what we're really saying, if we're feeling shame, is I am ashamed. I don't have enough. I spend too much. I don't want to look stupid. I don't want to be exposed. I don't want to be bullied. In fact, I just don't want to feel. So I'll avoid talking about money so that maybe then I can avoid the shame around money. But feeling that emotion isn't bad. It shows you it matters, that you matter. And ignoring these emotions can damage your well-being. They can damage your client's well-being. They consume our thoughts, our energy. We lose sleep. That client who believed that talking about risks meant loss, and loss is painful. That client who didn't disclose their real monthly outgoings for fear of judgment from friends, from family, Mr. and Mrs. Jones themselves. The client who believed he wasn't deserving of his father's inheritance, as this meant he'd need to be responsible. And having seen the impact that this had on his family, that was scary. Money to him was hard to make, but even harder to keep. So let's make a commitment today that we are going to help our clients to be more aware and curious to their money stories, to their emotions around money, and acknowledging that money is emotional, not just functional. So asking them questions like, what did you have a lot of growing up? What do you want more of in your life at the moment? What would having more of this mean to you? What do you want less of, perhaps? What would you need to be saying to yourself to make that happen? What would you need to be doing? How can I help you to be doing some of those things? Who do you need to forgive to feel free with money? Because we can't change their secrets, but we can help them to change the meaning that they attach to those secrets, because it's not about the money. No longer be a taboo subject. If we really want to improve our clients' well-being, We need to get a little bit more honest with ourselves sometimes, that we too have secrets, and it's not always easy to talk about them. It's not always easy to talk about the shame, the guilt, the anxiety, the happiness, the joy, dare I even say the pleasure. That these feelings are not who we are, and they're not who money is. And the best part, we don't need to have the solutions. So why not introduce a storytelling meeting into your client meetings? It could be the most empowering conversation that you could ever have. And being neutral to our client stories will really help us to put aside our own natural judgments. No assumptions, no judgments. And an example of that is debt. Because debt for me was comfortable. Debt for your clients may be comfortable. Their wealth creation levels may just be in their comfort zone. But debt doesn't necessarily make the person bad with money. Not taking necessary risks doesn't make them bad. Debt can sometimes help to protect people, protect them from the bully, protect them from hiding away, from acknowledging that they may have deep-rooted secrets. Because staying in debt is familiar, it's safe. So how else can we create the feelings that our client is looking to create with their financial well-being? How else can we help them to do that? So to do this, I believe we need to be curious, be aware of the client's language, be interested in diving deeper into some of their money stories. And at the age of just 38, that young girl was fronted again by the bully. But this time, with a heart full of self-worth, the adult version of this young girl whispered to herself, "You are enough." And the secret had gone. She was heard. She was seen. She mattered. So ignore the bullies, because you matter. You are seen. You are heard. You are enough. It's not about the money. Thanks so much for listening, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please do me a big favor and leave me a comment below this video and let me know, what was your one biggest takeaway? What are you going to do differently as a result of watching today's video? Now, you can go ahead and check out more free resources available to you at the website, which is themoneypanel.co.uk, or please feel free to tune into our weekly podcast on all of the typical podcast channels. That's In Her Financial Shoes. And remember, small steps, big wins. Let's go.